friends, it's Jacqueline here. In today's video, I will share with you my May beauty favorites. But before we get started, and if you're new here, I hope that you can give me that opportunity and subscribe to my channel. Make sure you ring the post notification bell so you don't miss any of my uploads, and come and follow me on my Instagram. And now, if you want to hear which are those products that I have been loving during the month of May, then just keep on watching. The month of May has been a great month for everything that has to do with beauty. I have found new loves, but also I have rediscovered some other items. So let's dive into the products that I have been loving lately, starting with Chanel. So Chanel came out with their LANEIGE 2021 collection. I have a full-on review on that. And from that collection, one of the pieces that stood out for me and that I'm actually wearing today is their new Soleil Tan Deep Bronze. So I do have the universal one, the only shade that existed for a long time, I mean many years, but this year they came out with a deeper shade. Now I'm a person who has a light to medium skin tone, and don't be afraid about this shade. I think this shade will work perfectly for those of us that we have light to medium skin tones, medium tan, borderline deep. I think it will work really good still, but I really love how easy it is to blend to, I mean, it just gives a lot of, you know, just give me a tan, kind of like a natural tan. You know, I don't need a lot of product. It disperses super easy. It's so emollient, yet it doesn't slip and slide throughout the day. I'm so happy that finally Chanel has come out with this shade. I hope it stays. You know, it doesn't say that it's limited edition, but you never know with Chanel. Hopefully it stays on their website and on their boutiques, and hopefully they expand the line too, because formulation, I mean, it's really nice. It's not the same formula as the OG, but yet it's a really good formula. I have been loving this product right here. Mostly right now during spring summer months, I tend to like a lot more to use cream products, and this is a total hit for me. Now that we're into the bronzer section, let me mention the new Victoria Beckham Beauty New Duos. This right here, I have actually been using it quite a bit, the shade number 2, most of it, but today I just have a little bit of the shade number 3, kind of to set this baby right here. And let me tell you that I really love the formula. I don't love that it's a little bit on the powdery side because I have to go very gentle with certain type of brushes only. If you haven't seen my review, I will suggest you to go ahead and see my review so you can see what is the best method of application. But I think she did a stunning job. Packaging is gorgeous. They actually, I mean, I haven't received it yet, but they told me that they are sending me a replacement because the clasps, they have like a faulty batch. But at least, you know, guys, here is reporting back. I contacted customer service. They were very prompt, and they are sending to me a new one. It should arrive anytime soon. So beautiful product from Victoria Beckham Beauty, and they come in so many different shades. It diffuses seamlessly. It says on the website that this is a contour bronzing situation. To me, this is not a contour. To me, this is playing with dimension of different shades, like how deep they are, how much depth they give you, because if it was a true contour, then it would be something a little bit cooler in tone to create that shade. But I really like this product that is more on that bronze tour, which is, you know, honestly for those of us that, you know, we wear makeup in daily basis, or that we are not makeup artists, you know, these type of products, they make our life a lot easier. So loving that. Okay, let's dive into complexion products. So there has been 2 products that I have been using constantly aside to my SPF, and that has been the Tom Ford Glow Tinted Moisturizer with SPF 15. This one is kind of like my pretty much every day. I go with my sunscreen and then I go over top with these. It gives me a little bit kind of like a golden glow. It's super, I mean, emollient, soft. It does have a small tint. I use the shade here, 5.7 Dune. By the way, I will be leaving all the details of my makeup and everything that I'm talking about today on my description box below. So let me just show to you. As you can tell, it's almost translucent. I mean, it will not really achieve much coverage, but it will just give you super light coverage. It makes your skin perfected and it gives you an extra boost of SPF, which I really appreciate. And then another product that has been a rediscover for me, and I have been enjoying it so much, I'm actually wearing it today, is that La Mer the Radiant Skin Tint. I did a full-on review last year of this baby, and let me tell you that if you like more coverage than this, yet to have a little bit of SPF, these have SPF of 30, so a little bit more than the Tone 4, and you like it to, you know, apply it over top your SPF, you just want to use your fingertips, you don't need to use sponges or any type of applicator, this will do it for you. Also, this again has a little bit more coverage, so let me show you. This is how much I got right here, and let me just compare it to this one. So as you can tell, this has more coverage. It's a little bit more dewy too. It's very hydrating. So if you have dry skin, this will feel like a drink of water. It blends beautifully, seamlessly too. And if you notice, they both kind of like oxidize just a little bit, which really helps during these months that, you know, it's approaching summer, we're in spring, we're getting a little bit more color, and perhaps our face is a little bit, you know, too colorless. Then these two products, they do the trick so well. Now moving on into, okay, let me talk about face palettes. I have two face palettes right here that I have been using quite a bit. This one right here, this one is by Terry. It's the Brightening CC palette in Beach Balm. I have been using mostly the two blushes. The bronzer doesn't really work for my skin tone that much, but the two blushes, they are so beautiful. They give me this kind of like sorbet effect, so I like to dip into both. I put this one kind of a little bit more towards this end, and then this one right here towards the top of my cheek. Plus, it smells amazing. It has a rose smell, but that is not offensive at all whatsoever. And then I like to grab a fluffy brush and just go over top with this brightening powder, and it actually gives me a beautiful aura to my skin. Excellent product from by Terry. And then the next face palette is the Instant Look of Love in a palette in Glowing Beauty by Charlotte Tilbury. This is the one that I have been using quite a bit lately too. I actually went for a very small road trip from Miami to Clearwater, so it was a very short, you know, trip, and we stayed there for a few days. This is pretty much all what I took, plus, you know, my base, and I mean, very simplistic. And these cover all my needs. As you can tell, it has the bronzer, blush, it has the highlighter, a face powder, your eyeshadows. You can create a very beautiful look in the most simple way. A look that it can be for daytime, and then you can bump it up a little bit with these shades right here for nighttime. I mean, these cover all my needs, and I'm super happy that I purchased it. I mean, I'm always really happy when I get the Charlotte Tilbury Instant Look in a palette. Usually they are a hit for me. I never had a that, but these ones, the new ones, they have been amazing. Okay friends, now let's go into eyeshadow palettes. The eyeshadow palette that I'm using today is this one by Bobbi Brown, and I'm so sorry. This is sold out pretty much everywhere. I think there is one more place that I have seen it still in stock. I will make sure again to leave all the links on the description box below, because you know, sometimes when I'm recording these type of videos, at that moment something is out of stock, but then it comes in stock, you know, once again. So please make sure you check that description box, and make sure you come and follow me on my Instagram, because right there I also keep you posted whenever there's a restock alert or if something comes new and whatever the case is. But this is such a beauty. Again, this is the one that I'm wearing right now. It's more of like a cool tone palette. Now all these eyeshadows right here, they are the Luxe eyeshadows, which they have, I don't want to say glitter because they don't have glitter. They are just very metallic, very beautiful, mesmerizing. If you're not able to find this one and you're like, okay, what should I do now? I will say, you know, perhaps go with Tone 4 First Frost. This is such a good one too. Let me, you know, I haven't had the chance to do a full-on review on this baby right here, so now that I have you here, perhaps, yeah, let's do a little bit of kind of like a swatch situation, so that way you can get to see it. So these are the shades right there from Bobbi Brown Pink Glow Luxe palette. And then let's do a swatch on First Frost. Now First Frost, it will give you perhaps just a little bit more depth because of these two deeper shades. And you know what? I have here also from Charlotte Tilbury Star Aura, and I think these may be a little bit closer to the one from Bobbi Brown. It has that pink tone too. There's a Star Aura, Bobbi Brown, and then First Frost. So, I mean, all of these are kind of like in the same family situation, so I think any of these will work. But yes, the one from Bobbi Brown has stolen my heart, and I'm telling you, whenever you see these Bobbi Brown Luxe eyeshadow quads, they are usually limited edition. Don't wait. Just go ahead, go for it. You will not regret them. I mean, so far, I had the best luck. Another eyeshadow palette that I have been digging quite a bit, and also it's a little bit of cool tone, and in fact it has a little bit of green in it that usually I'm not a person that dives too much into, I shouldn't say green, but khaki colors, you know. Anyhow, it's by Chanel. It's also from the LANEIGE collection, and this one is in Intense. And you know what? I think they changed the formulation because this formula is really good. Last year's formula was really good too. The one, I don't remember the name, Warm something or just Warm, is this, you know, like queen type of eyeshadows. But this year's formulation, wow, I'm super impressed too. Really beautiful, mostly with this eyeshadow in Intense. I think it has so much dimension between the bronze tone, the taupey tones, the khaki tones too. It does have a lot to work with. It offers quite a bit, and like I said, the formula is spot on, great. Another eyeshadow palette that, friends, don't miss out. If you haven't heard about the new luxury brand from Olivia Palermo, well, you have to know about this palette. Whoa, if it's not only gorgeous, but the performance is amazing. I did a full-on review on Olivia Palermo's beauty, and this palette is called ONaturale. There's another one called Soleil that I'm planning to pick up, but oh my goodness me, this is stunning. You have right here a combination of cooler tones and a little bit more, I shouldn't say warm tones, but more neutral, linen dash warm, mostly neutral. So you have a great variety right here. Not only that, this shade right here, wait and see. I showed it too on my review. You know, Dior's Cosmopolite mono eyeshadow that we all miss. Look at this. Don't tell me that they aren't very close, but very close. So if you have missed out on the one from Dior, here is a very close dupe. There's a minimal difference, a tiny difference, imperceptible to the eyes, kind of the same finish. Stunning, gorgeous. I think Olivia Palermo, she just came out with 4 products total: eyeshadow, lipsticks, and then a primer and a mist. Both of them, the primer and the mist, I didn't try, but I think she's going slowly, but she knows what she's doing. So I'm happy to report that. And then one more eyeshadow palette, it's from SUQQU, and this one is from their pre-summer collection. It's the one in Amaoto. And you know, guys, that I love, die, and live for purple, mauvey tones, corally tones, and this gives it all to me and more. I don't know if this will be, I mean, like, I will try again to link it, because unfortunately with SUQQU, not all of their eyeshadows, but depending on the season, they are limited edition. So hopefully I can find it for you. But I'm super impressed with SUQQU products. I mean, all of them has been wonderful. This one, it just, I was like, wow, the blendability. You know that it's really hard to formulate purple tones, and it had a payoff. It was non-patchy, and I wasn't even using a eyelid primer. Nothing. I was just using concealer, and it blended like a dream. Pigmentation, it lasted. And that's another thing too. All of the eyeshadows that I have been talking about today, all of them, they lasted all day long, which that is just extraordinary. Okay friends, now let's go into blushes. Yes, let's go into blushes. So a blush that honestly, it took me by surprise, because first when I saw it, I'm like, okay, it only comes in one shade, it looks pretty. Then seeing on the promo pictures, it looked a little bit light in tone, and then when I received it, I'm like, this is gonna be too light for me. But no, if I was wrong. I'm talking about CHANTECAILLE Flower Power Chic shade. This right here, oh my, this is kind of like a hybrid between a blush and a highlighter, where it gives you that beautiful radiance with a little bit of flash on the cheeks. It's a very soft pinky coral tone that, I mean, like I said, it just gives a perfect flash to the cheeks. Truly beautiful. The formula too is just so different. It feels creamy, and then when you swatch it, you see the swatch, it's like, no, it's not the same. What's going on? You know, like there's no pigment in there. Wait and see when you put it on your cheeks. I have again a full review on this collection, and you will see what an amazing product it is. And then talking about blushes, I know perhaps this is too soon, but I have to say that the Pat McGrath blushes, they not only have, we have been waiting for so long for Pat McGrath blushes to come, but they did not disappoint. I just put up my review a couple days ago, and I have to say that formula is great. I love both formulas, the demi matte and the, I don't know how she calls it, kind of like golden pearl, the one that has a little bit of sheen. All the formulation is so soft, so smooth. It's emollient, and it does have so much pigment. And one of my favorite shades obviously has to be Electric Bloom, because it's a coral tone, it's a strong tone. But one shade that actually took me by surprise is the shade Paradise Venus, and it's the one that I'm using today. I'm saying took me by surprise because you see how deep it is? Yes, it is deep, but this is the beauty of these blushes, that you have control on the pigment. I mean, they are not powdery. You go, like tap, blend seamlessly, didn't found any patches, and this shade give me that sunburn kind of look. I mean, I don't know if you can tell through the camera, but that's how I feel. Like I have a little bit of like a sunburn, that is leaning to becoming a tan. This is that perfect shade, Paradise Venus. I mean, like all the shades that I actually purchased, they have been wonderful, but yeah, the ones that kind of like really hit me hard are Paradise Venus, Electric Bloom, and then also this one right here, Desert Orchid. This is kind of like for everyday, something very soft, not too loud. If you have very minimal makeup, exquisite shade. Beautiful, beautiful shade. I'm talking about Pat McGrath, and going into highlighters. The highlighter that has been like, this is a really good highlighter to me is, again, a new one from Pat McGrath. This is her Divine Glow Golden Nectar highlighter. Wow, if that's intense right there. It is an intense highlighter, but a beautiful highlighter nonetheless. It glides on the skin with easy. Again, it has a lot of emollients. It's very soft, it's non-powdery, and it doesn't really emphasize texture and large pores or fine lines, because it kind of like blends with your skin. Now you can go a little bit overboard with it like I did today, so try to go lightly and then just buff it. But what a beautiful highlighter, because it doesn't leave a streak mark. It's very beautiful. It looks I mean, it looks stunning, amazing, but this is a highlighter not for those with a faint of heart. Honestly, if you like highlighters, then you will like this new highlighter from Pat McGrath. And before we jump into lip products, let me tell you that I have been enjoying so much these beautiful earrings. They are from LUISA Jewelry. They are just so pretty. I love how they, you know, like have this dingling right here, a little bit of rhinestones right here too, so they make it very feminine, yet a little bit trendy, a little bit unexpected, just a little bit different. I truly love them. I mean, I love the jewelry from LUISA. They are just so beautiful. I do have a discount code for you guys because if you don't know, I'm an ambassador for LUISA's jewelry. But yeah, really a delicate yet a kind of like a statement piece, but without being too loud. Now let's jump into lip products. My first lip product that I have to talk about is this LANEIGE lip treatment. This is such a good treatment if you want to prep your lips really well. They do have kind of like a cooling sensation, but without giving you, you know, this burning sensation. They plump your lips again without this, like, you know, it's not like a lip injection by, I think it was the brand Too Faced, I don't know. No, it's nothing like that. They actually prep your lips beautifully, conditions them to get them ready for when you're gonna go ahead and apply your lipstick. This is such a great product for before makeup, also throughout the day. I don't feel that you have to use it just for, you know, certain, you know, for makeup only, but the way that I use it is usually before and for prepping before my makeup. I love it. So there has been a few lipsticks as per usual that I have tried. The one that I'm wearing today, well, I'm actually wearing a combination today. I know, a little bit extra right here. One of them is by Olivia Palermo, and this is in the shade Santa Fe. This is the only shade that I got. It's supposed to be a matte shade, but honestly, it's a little bit more of like a demi matte, almost satin. It reminds me a lot to kind of like a Tom Ford formulation. Beautiful shade right here. It has the perfect amount of pink, still being a nude, not too pink in tone too. I mean, extraordinary formulation, gorgeous shade. It has full pigment. The packaging is so weighty, so luxurious. I mean, this is gorgeous. And then over top, I went with the Rouge Coco Flash from Chanel, and this is in the shade Sunbeam, also from that LANEIGE 2021 collection. Oh my goodness, yeah, I went a little bit on top like that. Oh, and then I have something else on top, I know. Now let me tell you, I will reapply again, but this is a gorgeous peachy coral shade, stunning. And you know, the Rouge Coco Flash, they are not super pigmented, but they have enough pigment. They bring a lot of moisture, hydration to the lips that they feel so comfortable throughout the day. Gorgeous, gorgeous product. Another beautiful product that if you are a person that wants to kind of like, you know, adventure into trying different type of lipsticks that they are a little bit more vibrant, but you're not ready to go like full on pigment, a matte shade or something that has full opacity, then go with this one. This is from CHANTECAILLE. Is one of their lip cheeks in the shade Capucine. And this shade right here, you see, I mean, like, I know it looks like orange, like what, that's crazy, but it does have pigment, but it's not like so loud. Does it make sense? I mean, it gives you that beautiful hint of orange, perfect for summertime, but giving you that flexibility that, okay, I don't need to be on the mirror making sure not going out of the lines. I mean, you know, easy to apply. It's nourishing, yet it gives me that beautiful pigmentation. Again, stunning shade for this upcoming season. And then from SUQQU, again, I mean, this is the first time that I'm trying SUQQU. Really impressed about their formula. I have here the shade 113, and at first I thought, oh my goodness, this is such a dark shade, but it's not a dark shade. In fact, it's a light, I shouldn't say light, but a nude brownie shade. Stunning, stunning, full opacity, not super satiny, but it has some kind of like a demi matte formulation. A stunning formula. It lasts pretty well. All of these lipsticks that I'm talking about today, you will have to reapply them. They are not like super long lasting, but they are beautiful. I think for summertime, something that is refreshing, I think it's just like so amazing. And then I never thought that I was gonna say these, not because of the packaging, but because of the formula. I tried for the first time Christian Louboutin lipstick, and this one is in the shade Baby Bloom. It's a gorgeous pinky coral tone. Extraordinary. The shade is to die for. And not only the shade, actually the formulation is very, very lovely. I was, you know, quite impressed. I'm like, okay, I'm fine, but you know, because I don't want to be coming to the habit that I have to, you know, start getting $90 lipsticks, because that's not the point right here. But I have to give it to who deserves. This has been also one of those lipsticks that I have been like, okay, yes, I wanna use it, I wanna wear it. I'm super happy, and I was even more happy because I was able to get it with my Sephora points. Because you know, guys, I'm a lipstick lover, but for one reason or another, these lipsticks from Christian Louboutin, their packaging didn't appeal to me. But you know, I had those points and I'm like, okay, let me go ahead and try it and see what's all the fuss about. And I'm truly happy with it. Another lipstick that I have to give kudos to is by Pat McGrath. I mean, if you're familiar with her matte trans formula, it's amazing, full opacity. These are matte, but they are non-drying. They look very beautiful on the lips. But what I like the most is this new shade, Dream Lover, because finally, although it has pink in it, it yet has some peach in it, just a dash. I mean, it still has that pink, because we know Pat McGrath, she loves her pinky tones. She is obsessed with everything that has to do with roses and whatnot, but this is one of the most peachy notes that I have found in her collection, and I'm so happy she delivered these to us. And I said before that I had another another lip product on my lips when I was applying the one from Chanel, and is this one right here. Is the lip gloss from Pat McGrath in Earth Angel, also from her Divine Blush collection, and I love this shade. It has this beautiful gold, pink pearl, I mean, super beautiful, super gorgeous. And the formula from Pat McGrath lip glosses are just so pretty, so beautiful. They give really this beautiful finish to the lips that makes your lips look more juicy. Truly, truly love. I mean, excellent product. All the lip glosses from Pat McGrath, I will have to say, I have many of them, but this shade, it's honestly stunning on its own, or you know, on top of a lipstick. And then my last favorite of the month has to be a fragrance, and this is by House of CHANTECAILLE. And you may be like, it's inside a box. Well, they sent it to me, and I just put it back on the box for you to see it, because I haven't had the chance to do another like haul, or you know, like, you know, guys. So anyhow, I just put it right here because I want you guys to see when you receive your packages from House of CHANTECAILLE is, I mean, they send everything perfectly packed. But I have been using this fragrance pretty much non-stop, and you'll see when I'm telling you the beautiful notes that this fragrance has. First of all, I just want to show it to you how it comes, because I mean, it will not give enough justice of how beautiful is the packaging from House of CHANTECAILLE. Look at this beauty right here. This is Whispers of Time. Not only that is this beautiful aquamarine blue, so pretty, so elegant. Oh my gosh, when I'm telling you, if you're looking for a summer light fragrance, this is it. Top notes, some of my favorite ones: bergamot, neroli, orange blossom. It does have ginger in it, which I'm just so elated for. It's just glorious. It makes you feel fresh, awakened, ready for the day. Go for it. You know, like, it's just a stunning fragrance. I'm just so in love with it. It just smells so good, so refreshing. Thank you so much to House of Siage for sending these to me. But yeah, this has been the fragrance for most of the month of May, and I'm sure throughout the entire summer this will be a fragrance that I will gravitate towards during the morning. I feel like, you know, like Saturday, Sunday, morning time while you're walking, you know, doing your shopping or by the beach. This is an excellent fragrance, beautiful. And you know what, it does have a beautiful longevity too. It's not one of those fragrances that fades away after just a couple hours. No, this lasts you. It has good longevity, and I love this beautiful aquatic scent of Whispers of Time. Truly gorgeous. So okay, my friends, I think this makes it for this video. This is, yeah, these are the products that I have been loving during the month of May. I would love now to hear from you. Which are those products that you have been loving during the month of May? Those that they really impress you, or perhaps which of the products that I talk about today you will love to try. Let's continue the conversation on the comment section down below. And while you're at it, and if you haven't done so yet, I hope that you can give me that opportunity and subscribe to my channel. Make sure you ring that post notification bell so you don't miss any of my uploads, and come and follow me on my Instagram. If you like this video, do not forget to give it a thumbs up. Also share it with family and friends. And until the next time, I hope you have a beautiful, wonderful day. Bye!